think we're on. Are we on? Where am I? Oh, I think we're on. Are we on? Oh.
Yeah, you're live.
Yeah, I see that now. Where's my... I just got to make sure that it's not going backwards. So I got to mute my video. Okay. Awesome. All right. So after some tech... It's been a minute since I have used this software to do our live videos. Normally I'm on my phone, and that's a lot easier because it's one thing right in front of me, but there's so much that I want to share this evening with you. Oh, look, you can see my stuff behind me. Anyway, all right, so we've got a few people on hand. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Linda. Why can't I see my comments on my screen over here? Let me see. I should be able to see those over here somewhere. Turn off. No. There might be a window here. Scene? No. Docs. Well, it's already up there. Well, that's okay. I have a second screen here. Hi, husband. I have a second screen here that has comments on it. So Neil is kind of watching. Valinda is also watching to kind of help moderate our comments and flag me down if you have any questions that I missed, because I'm going to try and pay attention to what I'm doing up here. I have a couple of windows to show you guys, a couple of things to go through. And I'm really hoping that this isn't too distracting to have another completely separate screen here that for comments. It's normally up on my window, and I don't understand why it's being weird. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, all right. So, hey everybody, for who is not been on our YouTube before, I am Amanda. I am the owner and founder of Sew Bestie, also running Sewcations by Sew Bestie. And today I'm super excited to give you guys updates for Sewcation Sin City coming up here in July. It's going to be an absolute blast. But first, I wanted to share, while we kind of get everybody going here and everybody on the windows. Hi, Linda. I wanted to share what I did last week. So if you haven't heard and you are local to Vegas, you may know them already, but we are so excited to welcome Sew Yeah Quilting to our vendor hall this year. And not only are they going to be in the vendor hall, but they are also helping me to provide the sewing machines for our classrooms. So last week I got to meet the whole Sew Yeah team, at least everybody that you see on the YouTube channels and whatnot. I got to meet everybody last week when I attended the Sew Yeah Quilting retreat in Las Vegas. We spent 5 fabulous days together, and apparently now I am a quilter. So I wanted to kind of go over that and show you some of the things that we made during our 5-day retreat. It was absolutely phenomenal. I had a great time. I had a great roommate. We were able to do, so they do the retreat only, or you can do a shared room at their hotel, or you can do a solo room. I opted for a shared room because I like meeting people, and you can't get that kind of experience anywhere else. So, why isn't that going that way? It's so weird. So I wanted to share some of the projects that we made. So you have, at the retreat, you have specific classes that you can take, but you also have a lot of open sewing time. We spent nearly every day sewing from 8:30 a.m. until midnight or later. I was definitely part of the late crowd. I'm not much of an early riser. The first couple of days, I absolutely showed up at 8:30 to start sewing as soon as I could. And the last 2 days, I was like, nope, I'm going to sleep in just a little bit. I showed up around 9:30, 10 o'clock on one day. But I had a great time. It was so fun. So during the open sewing time, you can bring your own projects. You can do your own thing, which is going to be very similar to what we have in our vendor hall this year. Is we have an open sewing area. So I'll get into that when we do Sewcation. But for my retreat, I brought a bunch of my stuff because I am primarily a bag maker. And so I grabbed kits and stuff that we had mostly left over from other events. So stuff that I didn't necessarily have to prep much of to begin with. Oh yeah, look at this. This is the retreat shirt. So I actually have a really great picture of everybody at the retreat. There was 40 or 50 of us. It was fantastic. So there's my On the Farm shirt. The theme was on the farm. It was fantastic. Oh, let me see this. Open? Am I still on stream status?
Yeah. I'm holding up a shirt right now.
Yeah, it's a little lagged. I'm not sure why. Linda Davis watching live at the Riley Blake warehouse. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, I'm not sure how to fix this, so I'm sorry. If it gets laggy or anything, just let me know. I'm gonna keep going though. And if we need to repeat anything, just let me know, or if you missed something. My comments are kind of slow, so I may catch up as we go. So, right. So back to what I was making. Sorry about that. I took extra kits that we've had from a couple of different things. So I've got my mini tote here. I made, the first day, everybody was making fun of me. It was great. I made 3 bags, 2 wallets, a sleep mask. I feel like there was something else. So I made a purse pal and a pocket pal, and I got to, for the first time, I actually got to make a Mila Monster from Okla Roots. Very excited about that. And then what else did I work on? So that was pretty much it. I mean, as far as like the stuff that I took with me, the rest of the stuff that I made at the retreat, I actually got there. So yeah, every Tuesday does what they call New Stash. It's a live online selling platform for YouTube. They just bring stuff on and they're like, here's this new fabric. It's amazing. And you comment to buy it. So Tuesday evening during the live, I purchased bundles of a new line that is out from Riley Blake. And I received those bundles on Wednesday. And by Wednesday night, I cut everything out. And by Friday morning, I finished my massive quilt top. So I guess this is what makes me a quilter. And I brought it home to quilt. So I just wanted to share it because I'm super, super proud of this. It is absolutely massive. This is a 108 by 108 quilt. It is for my bed, so nobody else gets this, just me. And we're gonna put Minky on the back. I'm super excited. So there's my quilt. They taught us how to do the braid, and it goes all the way around the edges and everything. So a huge, huge, huge thank you to Sew Yeah Quilting for having me this last week. It was absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to see you guys again. I mean, at the latest in Vegas. We're going to have so much fun in Vegas. So I hope everybody is ready to start hearing about some fun stuff that's coming up. Let's see. I made myself an agenda, so I won't get lost. Oh, Before we get on to Sewcation, they are doing another retreat. I am hoping that I get to go as well in October. I believe signups start next week, but it's going to be pre-cut palooza. And I believe, again, I think signups are going to be next week for that. So I think it's October 6th. And they're going to do 2 weeks. The second week will open up after the first week sells out. And I need the second week. So I'm hoping that things happen properly so that I can actually be a part of it too. So, all right. So the first thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to go through the website with you just a little bit because I wanted to make sure that everybody has all of the information and the know-how to get to where you need to be on the website to get what you need. So without further ado, here is the website. Let's see, there we go. That's better. All right. So here is the website for you guys. And I'm just going to go through. So I'm not going to be looking at the camera and all that fun stuff. I'm just going to go through. So here's our basic homepage. I went ahead and after talking to some people at the retreat last week, I went ahead and I put a whole bunch of stuff up on the homepage for you. So now you have these awesome menus here. You can hit general info, hotel info, class info, and vendor hall is all right there on the front page, as well as our shopping pass. So do you need a shopping pass to sign up for classes? No, you do not. Do you need a shopping, or do you need, wait, what did I say? Do you need a shopping pass to sign up for classes? No, you don't. Do you need to sign up for classes to go into the shopping hall? No, you don't. They're two completely separate things. So the shopping pass is specifically to get into the vendor hall and participate with all of our exchanges, our giveaways, we're going to have live stage demos, so we're working on that schedule for you now. What else is in the vendor hall? We have we're going to be doing lunch in the vendor hall. We will have the open sewing. Our open sewing area is in the vendor hall. It's smack dab right in the middle of everything. So, Sew Yeah is also going to be providing some of our machines for the open sewing area. And that way, for those who might be a little bit slower in classes, if you have, if you need a little extra time to work on your project, or say you fell behind or whatever the case is, we will have machines, both it's the DX 2000 and the TL series. So we're going to have, I have mostly 2010s and TL18s. So yeah, is bringing all TL18s for our semi-advanced projects, classes, whatnot. So I'm not sure exactly which ones are going to be in the open sewing area just yet. We may have a mix. We'll get there when we get there. But that area will be open for open sewing and people to help finish projects and whatnot. So Charlene asks, can you leave your stuff at the open sewings? No, because it is a limited area and there's going to be a lot of people, but we do have an area. Typically every year, my teenage boys run the machine check area. Works kind of like a coat check. You take your stuff to them, they will check it in for you, and they'll hang on to it in a secure area for you while you do your shopping or take your classes and whatnot, and then you can go and check it back out. So they love their tips. It does not cost to leave your stuff there. As long as they have room and they have space, you're more than welcome to check in your stuff. But they really do get excited about special extras. So totally up to you guys. So let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing any comments here. All right. I think we're all caught up so far. Okay, so once you get past the home page, right at the top of the screen, you can see the Sin City 2025 drop down menu there. If you click on Sin City 2025, it doesn't go anywhere. So you want to look at either book classes is right there at the top, general info, all of the classes. That's where your class information is going to be without the calendars. Our vendors and sponsors. Right now, we have all up. We have all of our vendors up on the page. I haven't gone through and added specifically just sponsors yet, but I will separate that so that you'll know who is on the vendor floor, who's going to physically be there, and who is helping us from afar. So that will all be there. Also, hotel information. I'm going to click on that one here in a second. And everything, we have an FAQ. And if you are still looking to participate, our teacher applications are closed for this event. However, you can still fill out for the next event and we can pull those as we continue to go through. But we are still accepting vendor applications. So if you are a vendor and you are interested in taking a space with Sewcation Sin City, please get that filled out as soon as possible as we start to finalize up our floor plans and make sure we have enough space for everybody. And if you are an attendee and you want to see a specific vendor there, feel free to pass that page on and ask if your favorite vendors are going to be there or if they've even heard about it. You know, word of mouth is great and it's free, guys. That's the best way to support all your small businesses out here. All right, so I'm going to start with, I'm actually going to start with hotel information just because it's real quick. If you're flying into Vegas, the South Point Hotel and Casino, it is at the far, far, far end of the South Las Vegas Boulevard. So there's a little map here. So right here, this is where the strip is up here, and South Point is right there. So it's about a 10-minute. What was it, about 10 minutes from Luxor when we went? Neil?
I don't know.
You don't know? He doesn't know. That's okay. I think it was about a 10-minute drive. So it's not far from the airport, but South Point has a free shuttle to go from the airport to South Point. You just have to make sure you book it in advance. They have I think it's a bus that goes through and they'll pick you up at the airport and bring you back. And it's totally free. You just have to schedule it. All of that information is on their website. We have our book hotel group rate right here. Guys, those shut down July 1st. So our hotel group rates are done and closed out. There's nothing I can do on July 1st. So make sure you get those bookings in as soon as possible. Other than that, there is an FAQ section right here from the actual hotel or hotel specific information. If you guys have questions, feel free to send them to me. If I think it's something that most people want to know, I will add to this page. So we also have a general info FAQ section at the bottom of that as well. So general info, you can click here to download the full schedule. That's our class catalog. That's each class listed out with its picture description. I know that some of the pictures on that one are still not updated. I have to go through and re-upload a new file for that, but that's the best way. It's a PDF document, so you can just scroll through the pages. And then we have just quick things here, so real easy information to follow. You can get that. Another link to get to the shopping pass, and then event specific info. So some of the big questions that I get are, do we need to bring machines? Nope. All of the machines are provided for the classroom. All of the classroom supplies are provided for the classroom unless your specific class that you sign up for says to bring something. It should be provided for you. Okay, so like the intro to t-shirt quilting. Hey Sharon, hey Yvonne. Intro to t-shirt quilting, you have to bring your shirts. I believe it's 9, but check the info. Okay, I think we're back. Are we back? Okay, I think we're back. Can you hear me now? Okay, we're back. Woo! YouTube disconnected. It says we have an excellent connection now, though. So I'm going to go over real quick just what we covered for just a second. The last thing that we covered here was the FAQ section. So just in case you missed it, our machines, our tools, our supplies, they're all provided within the class kit and the registration fees. So I apologize for the video freezing, but yes, we're back. It says we have an excellent connection, so I'm hoping that nothing else goes wrong here. All right, so all of your machines are provided. I provide all of our classroom supplies as far as your seam rippers, your needles, your scissors, your measuring tools, unless a class that you sign up for specifically says, bring this to class, then it should be provided for you. Okay, so like the quilt, intro to t-shirt quilting says you need to bring shirts to quilt. We are not providing shirts for you. It's not part of the class kit. You need to actually bring shirts. Unless you want to get into the class and just watch, you'll still pay the registration fee. You'll still pay the kit fee because all of those supplies, everything, the teacher fees, that's all calculated within that. So I am going to see real quick. I am not sure what is going on with our internet today, but I'm going to see if I can switch us over to mine. All right, real quick, let me see. Are we back on there? Are we back on there? Okay. I think we're okay. All right. Moving on. Let's see, where did my window go? All right, so I'm going to go back up here. So that's the general info. Now, I just wanted to quickly explain the differences between the book classes and the classes menu. Okay, the classes menu button is going to take you to our download schedule, and it's going to give you the class catalog. So if you hit download schedule, it's going to give you this schedule here as a expandable PDF. So you can zoom in, you can see all of the places, all of the classes, you can scroll kind of through it. It's one big file, so but it's a high res file, so you can download it and zoom in and out. That's where you're going to see the schedule all together. It's a really easy PDF to view. And then again, the class catalog is there. Now, that is just the class info. Book classes is where you are going to book your classes. Here at the top of the page, I try really hard to make sure that these sold out classes are as up to date as possible, because you don't want to go through the lists and try and find something that you're looking for, and then by the time you get to it, it's already full, right? So there are not a lot of full classes. There are a couple of classes that we have that are getting close to full, but not quite there yet. So there's still lots and lots open. So we have our schedule again here at the top of the page, just so you can see it again. Now, unfortunately, I cannot control where this class schedule starts, so it is going to start with the date that you are currently on. So today is April 24th. That's where the schedule starts. You gotta scroll. You gotta scroll over to July and then click on the date. So it shows up blue, and then it'll show you all of the sessions that are open and if they are full or not. Okay, then you're going to click the book button on each class that you want, go through the process to sign up for that class. When you are done carting all of your classes, you can check out with everything at once. I will tell you, the only downside to carting classes is carts do not hold. So that spot is not reserved until you are fully checked out. Okay. Let's see. So there's also another way to see the classes, and it's just by going through the list here. You are welcome to do them however you want. You're going to get the same end result. All right, so that's all of them in one spot. You can keep scrolling, or you can go by the calendar by each day. I'm really excited for the next part. Let's see. We have our vendors and sponsors. I am so excited. All of these guys are, there we go. All of these guys are going to be vendors in our vendor hall. So I'm really excited to be bringing back some of our old favorites and welcoming new vendors to our vendor hall as well. So please take a moment and go through that list and click on their links, visit their social pages, all of that fun stuff. Now, I'm going to wait to show you the last page on this just because I want to go through the actual announcements first. So let's see. We're going to change this back over to just me here. Last year was our first year in Vegas. Super, super exciting to go from Margaritaville to Vegas. It opened up to a whole new set of people, right? Lots and lots of people from all over. We've got people coming from Florida and Canada and New York and everything. I know that the sound is glitching for some. I apologize for that, but I will tell you this video will be reposted and it's recording to my device here. It's recording straight to my computer, so I'll upload the full video as well. Okay. Super, super excited to have everybody coming back this year. Last year, again, it was our first year in Vegas, and so, of course, our theme for the week had to be Las Vegas, right? So we were very casino themed. We had chips. We had gambling stuff. We did all of the fun things, right? This year, I am super, super excited to announce that our theme is going to be Vintage Hollywood. So what does that mean? Well, it can mean Marilyn Monroe. It can mean, what do we talk about? Rat Pack or Vegas celebrities, vintage, like old celebrities. Think like John Wayne, especially being at South Point Casino. It's going to be amazing. They've got a huge equestrian center there. Yeah, sorry, I'm checking our comments too. Go out and come back in. Yeah, if you haven't yet, just refresh the page. YouTube is having some issues today, but I'm going to try and get through this as quick as we can, and I'm going to upload the full video afterwards as well. All of the information that I released today will also be on the website when we are done. Okay, so real quick, we're going to go through, and so our theme this year is Vintage Hollywood. Old Westerns, John Wayne, horses, equestrian, whatever you can think of to do that. Our meet and greet this year, we are going to have a full-on red carpet. We'll have some fun contests. I'll get all of that information up on the website for you as soon as I can. Also, we have something super, super exciting to announce too. So with our red carpet and our meet and greet, shortly after our meet and greet, we are also going to be offering for the first time a late night after party. We are going to have cosmic bowling to ourselves. So our after, what are we calling it? The late night party is going to start right after our meet and greet. You'll have time if you dress in between the two to go and change if you need to. So feel free to dress up for both. And it's going to be such a blast. And then all of our our classes and everything start Friday morning. So also over the weekend, we are going to again offer lunch tickets. So I wanted to put this up here for you. This is a sample of what our lunch menu was from last year. I will have all of those general menus out, and we'll be able to pre-sell tickets for those starting in the weeks. We should have our menus finalized for that, but I wanted to put it up there so you can kind of see it's going to be about the same thing. I don't know what the full menus are yet, but I'll have them all posted plenty of time before. They are limited, so I'm not sure what our caps are each day, but normally we do have spots left over so that we can sell tickets on site for that as well. So I wanted to leave that up there for you for just a minute so you can kind of see. And then, so let's see, what else do we have? Kits. While that's up there, I'll talk about kits. If you have not received an email from your instructors yet, one, your kits will depend on the instructor. So you should be getting emails from the teachers that you signed up for classes with. Those emails will come directly from the teachers for their kits. You will purchase your kits on their websites. For all of the Sew Bestie kits, I'm working on getting those up. There are some classes that we want to be able to offer you choices for your fabrics. So especially when it comes to the clothing classes, because we want you to love what you're wearing. There are going to be, I know for the oh my gosh, the basic tee, the Patterns for Pirates basic tee, we're going to do the same thing as last year. We're going to do black shirts, and you're going to get to pick your saying. We're going to have a collection of different sewing puns or whatnot for your shirts, and you'll get to press it right there on site. So you get to make it your own with, what did we have last year? Sew It, we had espresso, we had Tyrannosaurus Rex, we had so on and so forth. I'm sexy and I sew it. I remember. Yeah, we had a lot of different ones to pick from. So there'll be lots of options for those to try and get them without having to raise prices with tariffs, and you guys have heard all of that everywhere else, so I'm not going to get into it. But some of them we're trying to wait it out just a little bit, and we'll have more information for that soon. And then others we're going to put together. You know, we have like the pack kit is going to be, there's 20 people in class, we're going to have 40 or 50 kits for you to choose from. So a lot of the classes from Sew Bestie will be a pick your pattern on site. There will be lots of different options. We have characters, we have non-characters, we have solids, we have just a little bit of everything for everyone. So just so you know, all of that is coming. All of the Sew Bestie kits, there will be a new menu item up on the Sewcation the Sin City tabs, drop-down menus for you to shop all of your kits. Let's see. We have, oh, it's our last one here. Let me see. We have our gift exchanges. We have our gift exchanges. I'm so excited. So we have gift exchanges and swaps and meetups and something brand spanking new. So I want to talk a little bit about them before I put the whole list up there. Our gift exchanges, I'm super, super excited. We get to bring back a fan favorite this year. We have been approved, but there are rules. And then we have a whole bunch of new stuff. So the first one, we have our absolute favorite we get to do, and we have been approved for the Boozy Bag Exchange this year. I'm super excited. We have some rules. Now, the reason we didn't get to do it last year is the hotel that we hosted at told us that we can't have outside alcohol inside of the conference center or classrooms. While that is also true here, we have been approved to have the Boozy Bag Exchange as long as the alcohol is not opened. So we can do the bag exchange, we can do our gifts, we can do our dirty Santa exchanges and steal stuff from each other, just like we always do. And we can have the alcohol in the presents, in the exchanges. You just can't open it in the vendor hall, in the classroom. So once everything is done and exchanged, you can take it up to your room and you can do whatever you want. It just can't be inside of our spaces. We want to be able to continue to do this and work with our team, so we're going to follow the rules and make sure that everybody is doing the same so that we can keep going. And next up we have, oh, it just says that my live stream is offline. Oh, it happened. Oh, you have yours?
Yeah, but it's still pretty far back.
Yeah, no, that's okay as long as it's still going. Mostly. Okay, mine quit. Mine quit over here. Let me see. That's weird. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Anyway, okay, I'm going to continue. So, we have the perfectly practical exchange. What that means is anything that makes your life, your daily go-tos easier, right? So think mug rugs, or what did we say? Bowl cozies, cord keepers, any of those little things, any of those pot holders, and it's going to be super, super fun. So all of the specifics for the gift exchanges and the swaps will be up on the website with rules and ID. We're also going to do a couple of swaps. We have our hardware hoedown swap. So that is going to be all of your hardware. Think zippers, zipper tape, D-rings, and clasps, and bring those odds and ends and get together with someone in the swap and make collections, find new hardware, do all of the fun things. And then we're also going to have a roll with it, a hoarder swap. So that is going to be your pre-cut fabrics. Think your layer cakes and jelly rolls and fat quarters, and bring all of those pieces because we have a conglomerate of sewers, sewists, people, attendees. It's going to be so much fun. Again, all of those rules and guidelines will be up on the website soon. Then we also have a couple of meetups. We have our Las Vegas locals. We have our Sew Disney. Thank you, Michelle, for putting that out there for me. We have our Bagoneers, so all of those hardcore bag makers. And then we have our handy hobbies. So those are going to be for our crocheters and knitters and scrapbookers and all of those other hobbies, the craft hobbies that you use your hands to build something creative. So that's what those are. And then we also have, last but not least, our mystery fabric contest. So what does that mean? It's something that we used to do with the boutiques a long, long time ago. We have a mystery fabric that we purchase into. Again, all of the rules and everything will be up on the website. You don't know what the fabric is that you're getting, but you will each get a piece of fabric. It will be the same fabric for everyone, and you get to make whatever your heart desires. Bring that make to the event, or if you're not coming to the event, you can also mail it to me, and it will go up for voting, and there will be prizes and will be categories, and there will be fun. It is going to be amazing. I've always seen such great pieces, from bags to clothes to accessories to quilts to, I mean, the possibilities are endless. So, but the main incorporated piece has to be that mystery fabric. So I'm really excited to bring that to Sewcation this year.